all. Hey, get 2022, guys. We are definitely within this year. I am a little nervous. I don't want to lie. I'm a bit anxious because we know how the past 2 years have been. But for me, it hasn't just been the past 2 years. It's definitely been 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. So I'm here just waiting for like a life-changing moment, honestly, because wow, I don't even want to go into the nitty-gritties. This video is just to say some of the things I've learned, some of my lessons throughout 2020 and 2021, and things that I am definitely leaving behind because wowza. Yo, okay, so I hope that you are well, by the way. And my first lesson definitely has to be more kind to myself. We give so much grace to other people, and we are so kind to other people that we forget to give ourselves the same grace. And I learned to give myself the same grace that I give to other people. If you are more kind to yourself, you're giving yourself the opportunity to be kind to others. Take it that way, okay? And the second lesson definitely has to be on friendships. Woo! Friendships. I don't know about y'all, but hey, and I think for me, more than anything, is that we sometimes put people on a certain level. Or let me first say, before you call someone your friend, make sure that they call you their friend as well. And I think that is gonna make life so much easier for you, because we sometimes put people on a certain level in our lives. We prioritize them, categorize them, and they don't see us the same way. Or maybe they just don't value our friendship the same way. So just be careful in terms of that. Oh, that was a very tricky one for me because I'm a people's person. I love people and I love being around people. I draw my energy from people. Be careful about that one. The third lesson definitely has to be on using experts. If someone is good at something, use them, because sometimes we sit and we struggle by ourselves, or maybe we're just being stingy, or I don't know what the case is. But generally, sometimes we will shy away, if someone is good at something, like maybe a photographer. Like I scored myself an amazing photographer, because I had been doing the work myself, but then my portfolio is looking ashy because I've been doing it myself. And you could just be simply getting a photographer to do all your stuff for you and making your work look so much more professional. So there you use your own discretion. Maybe it's a website you want to do, maybe whatever, always try to see, is there an expert in this particular field? I'll obviously throw it my way as well. Teenagers, if you're living with a teenager and you're feeling frisky, maybe I need some help in this particular regard. But also, as parents, we must also be willing to also play along as well. So you don't just put your child in there, but you yourself are not cooperating. Okay, I'm going too deep into that one. Hey. Okay, there's some that I have here, and I want to leave them till the end. So, gratefulness. I learned that a heart that is grateful, if you have a heart that is grateful, it goes such a long way in terms of your health. Because if you're not grateful, then you are always focusing on what you don't have, and you're always focusing on what's wrong. And when you are grateful, your heart iyakhululeka, I once met someone who said to me, I don't know how true it is, but I think it is, Uguti, a lot of diseases stem from the heart. A lot of diseases stem from our thoughts and our hearts, Hence, the Bible says to us, we need to guard our hearts. So, yes. I learned to be happy for other people because, honestly speaking, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, I didn't have any life-changing experiences. And if I did have any, it was not like a long-term basis thing. They were very short-lived. And through 2021, to be specific, I saw a lot of my close people I love dearly. I saw those people getting life-changing breakthroughs, and it's a testing time, I won't lie, because it teaches you to be happy for other people. And I saw how some people can fail in it. It needs a lot of self-introspection. You need to sit down with yourself and you need to ask yourself what type of person you are to not be happy for other people that you say you love, who are getting those breakthroughs. So it's a very important one. Ooh, that is a very important one. Are you able to be happy for other people when your things are still at a standstill? Are you happy for other people that you say you love? If you say you love someone, you should want the best for them. I've seen other quotes going around saying we need to be careful of people who want the best for us as long as it's not more than what they have. Right there. I learned that I'm not a hospital bed for the wounded. Very tough lesson for me, because in the past decade, that's all I've been. I've been a hospital bed for the wounded. I have been taking care of other people more than I've been taking care of myself. I've been taking in broken people. And it happens unconsciously, I must tell you. It's not something that you're intentional about and you're going in there and you're yes, broken people come to me. No. It's the type of person that you are. Apparently there's something called I'm an empath, and that's what I learned about myself, that I'm an empath. We always want to see the people around us happy. We always want to make sure everyone else is good, and we do it at the expense of ourselves. So that is a very tough one, because I had to let go of some people. I had to let go of some ideas of certain people. And also a huge lesson in it as well is learning how to say no, because I'm a yes girl. I'll say yes to everything. And I learned to say no. And that was very difficult for me. And it still is. I have to program myself that I'm going to say no. And you saying no, will take a moment, as opposed to you then groveling through the situation for months and weeks, as opposed to saying that one no. Say no. Learn to say no. And something else that I've learned is that this one has to do with relationships nomjolo, because I cannot speak and not speak about umjolo. Because hey, Tolugut. If you spend 3 months getting to know that person, maybe going out, chilling, and not being in a relationship with that person, you might save yourself a lot of trouble, because I know that 90-day rule thing, I'm just not sure the accuracy of it, but people get tired of pretending to a certain extent. So if you drag it out for at least 3 months, or until you are super sure of that person, it's going to save you so much trouble. So what we do sometimes is that we meet someone and we are just head over heels after 1 week. And as women as well, we need to train ourselves to delay gratification when it comes to relationships. Because we jump right into it. And if you could spend 3 months just getting to know this person, 3 months, just 3 months, no intimacy, nothing, just you getting to know this person. Hambani no likota, no ice cream, it doesn't have to be expensive dates. But just get to know this person. You might save yourself the trouble. You might just save yourself the trouble. In one of the relationships that I was in, obviously being a woman, I jumped in, and in 3 months, that person had shown their true colors. And imagine if I just gotten to know that person first, for 3 months, it would have made a world of difference. And obviously that also goes into personality traits, blah, blah, blah. The other important lesson I learned is that if you know your purpose and you're aligned to your purpose, it gets you through the tough days and the tough times. Pray about your purpose. Go to God and just ask him, Lord, what is my purpose? And it's going to take a while. I know I was very intentional about finding my purpose from a very young age. And that helped a lot, because then I was able to jump into my purpose and live in it. I love teaching. I love kids. I love developing kids, you know, teenagers. And even on my toughest days, that's what gets me going. Even on a very tough day, I can get into a session with a teenager, and after that I feel like, oh, I really feel good because I'm giving back. I can spend the day at work and I'm having a bad day, but just being in a classroom with my learners and joking around and teasing them and laughing makes a world of difference. So I encourage you to try and find your purpose in 2022, and let that be what helps you through, what pushes you through. Let it be that, you know. There's a lot of lessons, obviously, but those are the ones that I wanted to share with you. I hope that you're well. I'm wishing you an incredible 2022. Yazini, let's go in and smash our goals. It's scary. I told you at the beginning of this video that I'm anxious. Like, I'm really anxious about this year. But I'm giving it to God. And I've written everything down and I've given it to God. And let's give the rest to him and put in the work and see how it works out. Lots of love. Guys, use my services. Book me, you know, book me for those group sessions, book me for those one-on-one sessions. Yeah, I did try something with teen parents and I am gonna hold off a bit with that, but I am available for that support because I do have teen parents who do come through for the support as well. I am available for that. I will charge you, obviously. But use my services. I'm here, I'm ready, I'm available, and I'm gonna be launching quite a number of things this year, so come on board and just see what I have for you. Lots of marado from me, teen coach Levudube.